Gary Das here, and I wanted to answer a question that we're getting asked all the time, particularly by self-employed people, and that's how many years accounts do I need to get my self-employed mortgage? So let's take it right back to the beginning, because a lot of people that you may be speaking to may say that you need at least 3 years self-employed accounts, which isn't technically true. So if you became self-employed today, you're going to need to wait at least 12 months until you can get a mortgage. So you need 1 year's worth of trading. And at that point in time, the mortgage lender is going to ask the question of what you did previously. So if you had experience within the trade, i.e. you're a window cleaner employed and you became a window cleaner self-employed, that's going to potentially increase your chances and ability of being able to get a mortgage. If you were an employed window cleaner and you became a solicitor self-employed, there's no experience there. So the lenders have got a little bit more skepticism, a little bit more unsurety. So ultimately they're going to ask a few more questions, and it might be harder for you to get your mortgage at that point in time. So if you've got 1 year's accounts, the best thing I can say to you is to seek advice and speak to either myself or another advisor for best assistance. Personally, if you can wait till you've got 2 years, you're going to see pretty much the whole market opening up to you. And that's going to potentially have an increase on the amount that you could borrow, or it's going to potentially reduce your interest rates. So having 2 years does make things a lot easier than having 1 year. What's going to happen when you get to the 2 year point is mortgage lenders, majority of them, are going to want to average your income over that 2 years. Now this is what I experienced back in 2015 when I wanted to move home. Yes, I'd been trading for almost 8 years, I think, at that point in time, but the mortgage lender wanted to average my income over the previous 2 years. But I'd had a really good year in the previous one. So that average was affecting the amount that ultimately I could borrow. So what I did was research the entire market and found the select number of lenders that would consider that latest year only, providing it had obviously increased. And that increased the amount that I could borrow. So if your business is growing, like hopefully a lot of yours are, and your latest year is higher, we're really good at being able to get that latest year considered, because we like to understand why there's been an increase. Look at your accounts and see, has the increase been in turnover, or has it been a decrease in expenses, and kind of work with you to position that to the lender so they've got an understanding as to how your business works. So to recap, if you've got a mortgage if you're looking for a mortgage with 1 year's accounts, it could be possible. Best to seek advice. Having experience in the trade could help. If you've been trading for 2 years plus, the majority of lenders are going to want to average your income over 2 years, but there could be an opportunity to use the latest year only, depending on the history and the story of that and how we can show that the income is going to be sustainable in the future. So there aren't many lenders that we use that really will consider 3 years accounts. So I don't know where this has come from in the industry or where self-employed people are finding this information, but certainly 1, 2, and then if really need be, there are a handful of lenders that will look at 3, but not many that we use on a day-to-day basis. So if you have any questions or need any assistance, then please feel free to get in touch. You can do that via the website, via social media, but otherwise I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks very much.